So let's move this bad boy back down somewhere in this list, and let's get started. So obviously, first in the list is the Swift Strike Buckler. That's an easy S. I don't know. It's again, Spiral Knights just has too much meta gear. Like it's too much of a defined meta. Swift Strike Buckler is just too good. ASI on everything. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Definitely deserves its own tier. I don't think anything comes close to it. And then everything else is pretty much subpar next to that. You're going to be heading to bed soon once. That's all good. You'll stick around for a little bit. And hopefully catch some of these. But there will be the VOD afterwards as well, so you can always watch this later. Alright. The Aegis. I think it's Aegis? What is that even called? It is Aegis. Just normal defense. Normal and piercing, actually. I didn't know that it had piercing. I still think it's bad, but I feel like that's not as bad as I expected. I honestly thought it would just be normal defense, which would be just terrible. This doesn't have much for it, though. No status resistances. And compared to a lot of other shields, it's probably like a C tier. I don't think it's terrible. Can't wait for the 5-star Swift Strike Buckler, which also has MSI high Swift Step Buckler. They would list that on the auction house for like 100 million. That'd be the first 100 mil. How are we feeling about C? Good health defense? I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. The only thing is, why would you go for an Aegis when you could get like a great Owlite shield? Let's look at the stat comparison. Normal elemental health. Oh, it is lower. Less. It's high elemental defense, so the defense kind of gets spread from normal to elemental, which is probably better, honestly. Health is the same, and then you get the 2 extra fire and shock. Also, it just looks significantly better. Like, Great Owlite is kind of one of those goated shields, I think. I feel like this is the starter shield people should go for when they make new accounts. I think it's just very good versatility, and also very handy for like fire in Vana and stuff like that as well. Although it doesn't have shadow defense, so it's probably better shields for that. No status, no offense buffs. That's the only thing, because I can't... Can I really put this in A when there's other shields that give status buffs? Do they give status buffs? Like, this should probably be higher. Maybe this goes B. I feel so sad putting it in B, though. I really love Great Ally Shield. Like, it's one of the go-tos, I feel like. And the design is epic. Barbarous Thorn Shield is the only other one. If it's the only other, maybe I'd do this. Because Barbarous Thorn Shield definitely deserves its own. Sword damage bonus medium. Very, very strong. Defenses are a chunk less, but like, I don't know. To be honest, the most important thing with shields, the better and better you get in the game, I think shields are really relegated to shield bumping, which is why Swift Strike Buckler is just the best. Because you don't really need defense, to be honest. There is an interesting mechanic, though, where the health of the shield affects how far enemies get shield bumped. So, technically, higher HP shields are more effective at shield bumping. If you want to argue it like that. But I mean, yeah, still, I don't know. But I'll definitely put this in high A. I think that's deserved. The Ancient Plate Shield, it doesn't do anything, does it? It resists against stun, but not many things stun you. I guess Vana does. Oh, this one's only full normal defense. I thought this would be how the Aegis is, but it's not. Does have the highest defense. The health is the same, which is interesting. I don't know what this would be useful for, to be honest. Ancient Plate can tank 2 direct Vana swings. Do you need to tank 2 direct Vana swings? Like, who's... I mean, there's people who definitely benefit from it, but I feel like if you're tanking 2 direct Vana swings, you're going to be getting hit by more than just 2. Moveless Vana. Just stand still and kill him. But the other thing is, like, if you're going for Vana, then surely you take Crest of Owlite, right? Because Crest of Owlite gives you shadow defense and fire shock resist, which is, like, it's perfect for running Vana Duke, because this will be more useful against the Slags. Slags do shadow damage, right? Not elemental. They're weak to elemental. They deal shadow, yeah. I think Crest of Owlite is probably, like, to be honest, probably even better than Great Owlite Shield. The other thing that's a good thing about Crest of Owlite is that you can get it with tokens, the 4-star version with tokens, which is kind of nice. So it's a cheap option as well. You don't have to grind the whole thing. Crest goes above Owlite for sure. Yeah, I was just pointing out an edge case. I see. Great Owlite is the shield you make to get clearances to 5-star. That's what I think as well, but in a way, this is also bad. It's kind of a double-edged thing where you can get it with tokens, which is great because it's cheaper, but it means that you can't craft it as you level up your account, which I think is a bit sad. But I kind of like that as well, because I feel like it is almost a reward for beating Vana Duke, 10 times, because then you have an easier go of it in the future runs. So, I don't know. Crest is better for Vana, so it goes higher. Yeah. But still can't beat, like, Barbarous Thorn Shield, just for the damage bonus. Each plate is fine in the center. It isn't useful in most places, but it has 2 where it shines. I just think it's funny to have, like, a big shield. Owlite in A is wild. You really think so? I'm giving Owlite extra points for looks as well. I think it's probably the best looking shield. I'm like, no lie. Maybe Royal Jelly Shield also has a really cool look. Like, I think this is a pretty cool design with the crown around it. I think that's pretty sick, actually. But Great Owlite is just, like, that's just goated, man. That's such a cool look. Are there any shadow damage weapons that do fire? No. Yeah, none that come to my mind. The Dragon Shield, Dragon Scale. Fire Poison, it's good for C42. Piercing Elemental, perfect for C42, really. I quite like this. I also think it's a pretty cool shield too, in terms of looks as well. But the thing I like about it is that it doesn't have normal. It is very much indexed into, like, resisting specific types of damage. Wait, but isn't that a bad thing? Because don't all enemies do some normal damage? Am I crazy? I don't know the damage calculations, but I'm pretty sure from what I've heard from some people that that's how that works. Like, like similar to our weapons where we have normal damage and an element. It's the same with enemies where they do base normal damage and elemental damage as well. Base attacks on all enemies, even tier 3, deal normal damage. Yeah, so you probably do want normal. But you want to put a D. I don't think it's D tier. Like, I think it's better than Aegis. Because Aegis doesn't have any use case. It's just a solid shield. Special test will do pure. That's interesting. Bottom B? I do feel... Yeah. If I'm putting Ancient Plane Shield in B, I feel like this probably can go B. Slime Spikes will do pure pierce, but their body swing will be normal. Interesting. Dread Skelly Shield. I like the look of it. I don't know much about what it does. Freeze Resist, Shadow Defense, Poison Freeze. Good for Ice Queen Shadow Lair, I think. We're getting into the stage where all the shields are kind of the same. Like, this is similar to this. I'd probably put it at the bottom, maybe. Oh, yes, the shadow damage slimes. But it's piercing. It's piercing resistance as well, no? It's piercing shadow. No, it's normal shadow. Oh. What is it good for then? Maybe it's just another solid shield like the Aegis, but different defense types. It does have status resistances, which Aegis doesn't. So I guess it has to be better than Aegis. Maybe Aegis does go D tier. Like, It's getting harder and harder to justify it. Rabbit Snarb if you really blink hard enough. What do Gremlins hit for? Elemental. I thought Gremlins hit... Dude, I'm so stupid. I think that enemies deal the damage type that they're weak to for some reason. Like, when I think Gremlins, I think shadow damage, and then I think that's the damage type that they do. That's not how that works. Just because I never factor in damage types in terms of defense, because I just run Black Cat, so I never have to think about it. Oh, they did have the shield. Oh, I added an extra image for no reason. I thought that they didn't have it. This is the 5-star version. For some reason, the heater shield is super weird. Doesn't have any special abilities, but the 3-star version, the Scarlet Shield, is the only shield in the game that has a health bonus of +2. Or a health bonus flat out. Which makes it a niche case shield, which I really like. So if I'm going to like rank shields, I think heater shield goes below. Grinch and Assault Shield. Interesting. Scarlet doesn't build into heater. What do you mean? I know it doesn't. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Bad indication. Scarlet Shield's its own thing. But it's the same, like, fucking... Look at them. They're the same. Same design. Heater's a Grinch and Assault. So I just don't. I'm telling you guys, all I bring is the Swift Strike Buckler. Like, what are you talking about, Grinch and Assault? Okay. Well, if it's useful for something, then that's good. So it's kind of like a niche case shield. It'd probably be similar to the lizard one. The wyvern one, whatever it's called. Dragon Scale. Operation Crimson Hammer. Power Mitt. I don't know. I don't even know what Power Mitt does. I feel like this is probably... I don't know. Maybe the C42 shield, but the wyvern one exists. This one is an interesting one. Ironmight Plate Shield. Wait, all of the 5-star shields have the same HP. All the health is the same. But so is the 4-star ones. Wait, how is it 124? They're all the same HP? What? 4 and 5-star shields have no difference in health. That's weird. Big normal. Whoa. Wait, what? Maxed out normal, piercing, health, stun. Is that not just Ancient Plate Shield? But better? That table's broken. I'm pretty sure Ancient Plate Shield has more normal defense, from what I've been told. The bars lie on it. Yeah. The Mega Shell has 142. Oh, that's a whole different shield. Ancient Plate has like twice as much normal than is visible. It's so stupid. They really need to like figure out a better system for this. It is not clear at all. Well then, what is this useful for? Ironmight is just worse than Aegis. It has more normal defense than Pierce, which is worse in game. You think it's a worse Aegis? Isn't Aegis just normal damage? Normal piercing. Oh, it is. And to be fair, you don't get stunned by a lot of things. It's very rare use case where you get stunned. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Worse than Aegis. That seems fair enough to me. Power Mitt. Normal elemental health. This kind of looks bad. Normal elemental health. Fire resist. Mitt is D as well. Yeah, is that not just worse heater shield? Oh, it's the inverse of the heater shield. Okay. What? Enemies deal freeze and elemental. Like, I guess I'm thinking of Moorcroft Manor, I guess. Like the cats, sorry. Just Owlite without the shock resist. Dude, it's so funny when you look at the comparisons. Okay, there is some difference. Owlite has more elemental, less normal, but you're missing out of status. Yeah, definitely D tier, but like where D tier? I feel like maybe here. At least it does have a status resistance. Less normal is worse. Oh, I mean, I don't know. And Ironmight SD. I think we do this. I feel like they're distinct enough in their own tiers, but I want to add another tier. Aegis is not D. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. But what happens if I add a worse tier? Also, wait, why are the colors in... Shouldn't... Oh, who made this tier list? Why does the colors go green at the bottom? All right, well, I guess we keep going with it. F tier. Add a row below. Oh, shit. Oh no, I just changed the color. Oh, I forgot how this works, dude. I'm tripping. Did I? No, I didn't. Dude, this... Sometimes tier list maker is weird. Okay, F tier. I think adding more tiers is always nice. Very cool shield. Royal Jelly Shield. I love the design. I think that's a really cool design. Stun and sleep, two things that you pretty much never deal with. Although sleep resistance is interesting. Is there any other does sleep resistance? No. The only sleep resistant shield. Oh. That's kind of niche. That's interesting. There's no curse resistant shields. Is there any even in lower tiers? No. No shields resist curse. Interesting. Well, I kind of like that it's doing something unique. You say above Aegis? I feel like it goes above these, even. Maybe. I mean, it is stun, and it's like, you're getting stunned and slept. Nah, I think you're right. You're right. But it's a cooler design. Top of C for cool design. It's amusing it had sleep resistance before they added back the sleepy slime levels. Yeah, I mean before then it was pretty useless. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I know this doesn't make sense in terms of like gameplay, but I think the design is very cool. I feel bad putting it. Honestly, I'd want to put it higher just for better design. But that's okay. Scarlet Shield, I think, very good shield because it's unique. Completely useless, 3-star, but if you want to make a funny thing where you get gold health, this definitely helps. You can max out the HP bars. Where would I realistically put it though? Like, I can't put it like B. It's 2 HP. It's 2 HP more than any other shield gives you. Gino, thank you very much. It counts for something. It's there. It has a niche use case. It exists. But yeah, I mean 2 HP is not much. I'm finding the voices in my head. Go back to your armor and throw Vita Suit Deluxe in A tier then. what happened with my armor tier? Where did I put Vita Suit Deluxe? That's a good point. I should look at that. Alright, yeah, look, I'll put it bottom of C tier. No, let's move this to the end. Okay. The Celestial Shield, which I know nothing about. No status resistances. Piercing Shadow Health. What about this shield gives you shadow resistant? There's like no shadow part of this. This is interesting. Heart of Ice Shield, that's about it. Heart of Ice Shield. True. Interesting. No status resistances though, so you don't get any freeze resistance. I feel like it's similar to the Aegis then. Because Aegis was very... Yeah. Wait, no, Aegis is normal. I don't know, man. I don't know. C it is. Teddy Bear Buckler. What the hell is this thing, man? Stun Freeze. It seems like it's similar to another one. Similar to Gorgo Mega. Okay, well, I haven't looked at those shields yet, so I can't really say. Normal Shadow Health, Stun Freeze. I'm getting lost in the weeds of it. All these shields are looking the same to me. I feel like this could be really replaceable anywhere at this point. Right? So the bit is Dread Skelly, but with more normal than Shadow, it's D. I'll take your word for it. Alright, let's close some of these down. Bear is D. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I don't know why I grabbed that one. Wrong one. This one, Omega Ward. It's very conflicting opinions about how these shields look. I think that they look really cool. I really like the Torture Drone shields. I also love that the shield bash is the Torture Drone itself and does damage. It's very cool. MSI low though, I don't know about that one. MSI low, what are you doing to us? Ooh, great. Builds from Owlite. So very similar to Owlite shield. Pretty much the exact same stats, no? It is. Just fire freeze. Fire freeze, wow. Interesting. MSI low isn't that bad, I just offset it with Toad. Okay, Pixel Pig. Yeah, sure. I don't think it's that bad because the people who are taking these shields, they don't care that much about MSI, to be fair. And you can offset it pretty easily with just like your pet MSI bonus. Yeah, honestly, I'd probably put them all in B. Maybe Elemental Resist, slightly higher than the rest, probably Elemental Shadow, or the vice versa. But probably something like this. Although, what is Grand Tortoise? Is this normal damage? Oh, they are not the same at all. Normal health, stun. Oh. That's pretty bad, no? Ironmight, Volcanic, Plate Shield. Where's... I do have it here. Grand above heater. I feel like I'm taking on too many of your opinions. I like the heater shield more than these ones. I think it's funny. You get 2 HP. Grand Tortoise is down one. It's just worse Ancient Plate. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. And I feel like if there's a better shield, then it's, to be honest, pretty shite. Although you do get the Torture Drone thing for it, so I guess that's cool enough. I'll put it here. Let's check out the other ones as well, just while we're at it, because that was surprising than I thought. Normal Shadow Health, Stun, Freeze. Yeah, not the craziest. And then Savage Tortoise, Piercing, Health, Poison Shock. That is an interesting combination. I don't know. They do have more bash damage and a larger radius. I have seen that. I do think the bash is really cool, but just like, who's shield bashing? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, all of these are just like, what's the use case for it? Where are you really going to be pulling this out where it's actually more efficient? And the answer is just like, pretty much never. The only time that you would actually use other shields is if you have unique variants maxed out on all of your gear where you don't need ASI. No, but even then, you still need ASI because you can only get very high on your gear, your weapons. So I feel like you're just always running Swift Strike Buckler. Cool sound effect. You say above Swift Strike Buckler? Okay, this is very biased opinion. Ella Pierce Shadow Normal. I feel like the Shadow is going to be higher because it's for Vana Duke, although it doesn't have fire resist, does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. I can get on board with that. Volcanic Plate Shield is the next one, which is apparently very similar to the Grand Tortoise. Stun Fire. Normal health, and then Ironmight Plate Shield. Normal piercing. Oh, it just doesn't have... I don't understand these shields, man. This is probably D tier. This can also take 2 Vana Maces. Because it's resistant to fire? I'll put it top of D then. But I don't know. No. I need to see the iron. I mean, at least the Iron Might shield at least has piercing resistance as well. Like, not a lot. So I feel like it's worse. I think I'm okay with that. That seems reasonable. Alright, I would like to state my case for a Mega Shield in A tier. Alright, preach. I really like the design of this. I think this is one of the coolest looking shields as well. I think it's just a very satisfying design to look at. It's not that special. You can't, there's no way, okay, after all of that you've been saying about all the other shields, you want to put this in A. You need a good explanation, because this has nothing on it. It's normal health. It just has a cool design, that's about it. How is this not D tier? Also, why does it build from a Drake scale shield? What? They're not similar at all. Actually, the only shield that has more health than the rest. This bumps further than a Nitronome. Ooh. What are these values then? Health 124. It's just lying to us. Straight lies. The wiki is lying. We bin you. Someone needs to update the wiki, man, with the damage values, like the actual numbers. We gotta go through and fix this up. Cosmetic eyeballs. You think they look like eyes? I don't know what I think this looks like, but I think it's cool. Okay, well, I like that it's, again, a niche use case where its shield bumps further has the most health. I like that aspect, but in terms of actual viability outside of that, not too much. I'd put it like similar to Scarlet Shield, although I put Scarlet Shield very high. Oh god. Oh no, I don't know about this. I'm putting it in C with the other purple ones. HP is more valuable than defense because it lasts longer against all damage types with extra bump power. To be fair, with the bump power thing, it's actually kind of bad that enemies get bumped too far away, to be honest, because you don't, you know, it kind of throws things off sometimes where, especially if you're like single switching or anything like that, if you shield bump randomly and they just get sent to the other side of the room, it's like, okay, I don't know. This is above Ancient Play, if not bottom of A, I will die on this hill. I'll put it below Scarlet Shield. Wait, no, that's the Heater Shield. Nah, I'm sorry. It's staying here. I'll put it top of C just for you. But I don't know if I'm moving up. You know, if you want to make your own tier list, by all means. Dark Fang Shield. I put this on here because it is a rare shield that can be dropped from Dark Fang Thwackers. This used to be super rare. These days, it's not rare at all. This used to be like almost 1 million in crowns, I swear. It used to be crazy. Nowadays, you see quite a fair few. It's a lot less special. Strictly worse Owlite F tier. I mean, I would put it F tier, but I'd like that it's a drop from enemies. I wish that they did this more. It'd be really cool to get gear specifically from specific enemies, like a rare enemy. You get rewarded for grinding, like over time. I think that's cool. Not as rare as they've got Dark Fang Shield. Like, I've never had a Dark Fang Shield drop. In the amount of time that I play this game, I feel like I should have had one drop if it was to be, you know, something that's worthwhile to farm for. So I don't know. A Mega Shell was a drop from Tortos in beta. Ooh, that's cool. Inspire the other Torto shields. Bump up for Legacy and Lore. It is not C. I am molding. You didn't let me put my Scarlet Shield with +2 HP into the B tier, okay? If it has to go bottom of C tier, your stupid Mega Shield can go top of C tier, alright? Fair's fair. Handshake? I'm forcing the handshake. Dark Fang Shield. I like that it's a drop, but it's not that useful, and it's not as rare as it used to be anymore, so it's less cool these days. Design is alright. Yeah. Now, on to the real part of the tier list. Not this one. I wish I could get rid of this because it's a double up. Let's just chuck it at, you know, let's have 2 of them next to each other for 2 HP trinkets. These 2 are the real things that I want to rant about. Proto Shield is the dumbest fucking shield in the game. I do not understand. I don't get this. I don't understand why the first shield that you get in the game, the first time that you experience game mechanics, when you're learning how to play the game, your shield doesn't do the one thing that every other shield in the game does. Why does it not shield bump? Explain. And I swear this is in the game from the start of the game's creation, which normally everything from the start of the game's creation has been pretty good. But this one thing, I just don't get it. I put the Iron Buckler in here because as soon as I can, whenever I play a new account, I buy the Iron Buckler. It's the only other 0-star shield. I think it's like 250 crowns from a guy in the bazaar. 150 crowns. It's super cheap, and it lets you shield bump. You can buy it after like 2 missions, and then you're good to go. I don't understand. People are gonna be so mad at me. I'm putting it up there. I don't understand why this is here. This Proto shield is shit. Needs to be replaced by something like the Iron Buckler, where you can actually shield bump. Call me biased. Say what you want to say. I think this is a true and accurate shield tier list. Where is the green ward? Good question, actually. Most of these shields already existed in this tier list, and then I added a couple more. I didn't think about green ward. Green ward's, is it special? If I added green ward, I should probably add all of the rest of these, so I'm probably not going to do it, but Iron Buckler quadruple S fashion reasons, enough said. True as well. It is actually really good for fashion too. I agree. Green was the deluxe pack shield. Yeah, what? None of this gear even is actually, I take it back. Red Saber, beautiful sword. Everything else, meh. Kind of bad. Add Lockdown Guardian Shield in S tier. That's alright. I mean, if there was an image that I could easily grab, maybe I would. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you agree with my list? Do you not agree? I know that Geonor doesn't agree. He wants to move the Mega Ward Shield up. Nice try. Thanks, Pixel Pig. Yeah. Thanks for tier listing with me, everybody.